नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये. So the Swayamvara is now there. Massive, fantastic hall. All the kings from all over the country have arrived for the Swayamvara. We can imagine the kind of decoration, the decor, the music, all of that, the flowers, all that in the Swayamvara. The kings, each of them dressed to their best. Swayamvara, my God, how much attention they must have given to what they were wearing, how they were looking, how, etc. All kings, each of them, how they should walk in, etc. Swagger, everything perfect. They're all coming. The kings marched into the hall, each king like a lion walking in there instead. And proper some throne. For each king there's a throne, circular, so that nobody is more senior, etc. Everything has been kept ready there. And dazzling ornaments, the king's ear pendants, this, that, etc. The king's fragrance, each of them. Those days fragrance was nothing compared to what we get now. So they were put some fragrance, etc. and garlands. Sorry, exactly the opposite. They must have had such good fragrance those days. Yeah. So it was the hall, when the king's hall had assembled, looked like a cavern that was filled with tigers. All of them. Or like Bhogavati, the netherworlds, which was filled with bejeweled serpents, like that. And each king, massive, Kshatriya king of those days, what form. Even now, if you go to North India and see some of the people in the rural hinterland, Rajputs, no? Can't believe it. The fellow standing like 6'5" and they got massive handlebar moustache. You actually think, my God, this fellow is like, he's from that age, at that time. Now, like that, they're all sitting there. Massive guys, terrific form, and wide shoulders, huge arms, massive wrist, pakka wrist, and each one ring in each finger, like that, big wrist. And they say his hand looks like a cobra, it seems, with all the jewels and all that. Big cobra, like that they're looking. Damayanti tato rangam pravivesha shubhanana mushnanti prabhaya ragyam chakshum shichamanam sicha. So she entered now. Damayanti entered the hall, and just by her entry, she stole by her radiance the mind and the hearts of every king who had assembled there. Suddenly, everything stopped. Time stopped, and they're all looking at Damayanti, who had just entered. Like Draupadi when she had entered the Swayamvara hall. In Ramayana, it says the queen or the princess can be seen by one and all during certain occasions. Otherwise, no. One of them, for example, is in Swayamvara. The Swayamvara has no restriction. The whole world can see her. The Swayamvara. Like that. Then when it happens actually, when Sita is, when Rama defeats Ravana and sends Vibhishana and Hanuman to tell Sita to come, give the message that Ravana is dead, and tells Vibhishana to ensure that Sita has a change. She had been all that and comes and looks good and comes in fresh dress, etc. And then she comes. The message is given. And Hanuman goes and gives this message saying, the king has said you should change and come. He's there, etc. Vibhishana will make all arrangements. So she says, nonsense, I am not changing. I am coming exactly like I am. This is how, the same dress that the damn Ravana had kidnapped her in, she's not changed. Okay. And no jewel, nothing. The last Chudamani also she has given off. She wants to come like this. Let Rama see me exactly the way I am. Look at this. Poor thing. And then poor man, Hanuman says, you should not be like this. He has told, her husband has told that you should lie, all that. Anyway. So there they are, they're bringing the palanquin. I think she does change and come because Hanuman convinces her that it is her duty to listen to the word of Rama and all that. Anyway, so then she's coming in the palanquin, and see these monkeys, no, these crores of monkeys have come, no. There's a huge hullabulla because this is what they have been fighting for. Okay, they have all been what this giving their life and doing for what with Rakshasas for this lady. Okay, so they want to see what they have been fighting for. So huge hullabulla. Then the Vibhishana's people, they start smashing the Latti charge away. Go back, you can't. The queen is coming. You go at Rama, these monkeys are standing in the way. Okay. And then Rama is very angry with they stop eating them. What have they come here for, giving their life? On certain occasions, they have every right to see the queen. This is one. Let them see, etc. He says. Let them all see Sita and all these things. Anyways, coming back here, now she's in the Swayamvara and she's coming in. Everybody has got eyes for nothing except seeing Damayanti. Now, in the Swayamvara, what happens is there will be somebody she'll be having the Varamala and she'll walk around looking at each king. She'll also be evaluating each person. And somebody will come and explain the greatness of each king. Like that. Now, that is not an easy job. You can imagine all kings sitting. Okay, and this king will hear what is being said of that king, etc. When it comes to this king. So, see, even one biodata of somebody, if you have to read on stage nowadays, it's such a big political drama. You have to get ahead, get them approved. This is what I'm going to say about you. They'll send you a 3-page biodata. You can only read one para. It's a big problem. Okay, all awards will be listed. It will go on and on. So there's not much time, yeah. She has to take a call among these kings. Each king will have a long biodata. Because you don't start with them, you'll say this lineage is great-grandfather, father, grandfather. Then only he will come. Okay. So, it's not an easy job. Who is to do it? And things can get out of hand. Okay, things can get out of hand. Some king will say this nonsense. He may say this enough is enough and snatch that girl and go away. Okay, that's also allowed. That's also allowed in the videos will come. It's allowed. There'll be fight. Once he does that, there'll be fight. Then both Damayanti's father will have no control. I mean, he's trying. See, he is the most anxious person now. Okay, he has set up everything. Everything is properly set. Things are going. But until the actual thing takes place, he's in high tension. So what he does, he doesn't know what to do. So he immediately prays to his sister Devam, Vishnu, it seems. Saying, only you will show the way out. Till now I have done. Now onwards you have to. Your grace only things will go properly. So Lord Mahavishnu then tells Saraswati, you take over. So holy Sharda Devi then, Saraswati, comes as a young maiden next to Damayanti, saying, I'll take you and tell you about all the kings. Okay. So there she is next to Damayanti. Abala. And she introduces them one by one. Perfection only. What is there? Saraswati Devi introducing. Everybody will feel good. She'll introduce the king. The king will feel so thrilled about himself. The way she'll... Nobody has any complaint. Things are going on nicely. She's going king by king and telling to Damayanti. Okay. And they're all wondering. Looking at her. They one eye, ears, etc. They're listening, but the whole being is on this princess in front. So I think, where is this ocean of Sringara come as a girl? Where from is it possible, etc. They're thinking, all of them. And Indra himself, all 1,000 eyes open, he's watching. I mean, she can't see his 1,000 eyes, but his 1,000 eyes are looking at her and he's saying, Smitena Gauri, Harini Drishayam, Vinavati Suswara Kanta Bhasa, Hemaivakaya Prabhayanga Sheshai, Tanvivarti Kramatim Nakapi. So he's seeing that this girl next to Damayanti is telling some questions, etc. Damayanti will have, she'll reply, etc. They are having the chit chat and they're coming from king to king. And Indra is saying, Smiteva Gauri, he's saying, her smile is like Parvati. Smiteva Gauri, Drishayam Harini, his form is like Mahalakshmi. And when she speaks, Veenavati, she's like, Saraswati, her voices. Saraswati, her voices. Hemaiva Kaya Prabhayanga Sheshai. And by the radiance of her body is like Hema, it seems. Hema is an Apsara. He has some special affection for. So he says, okay. Hema is Apsara. So he is a man of, he's a Deveshwara, Devendra. Then he says, even Menaka is not a match on her, he's thinking. Menaka, no match, etc. He's thinking and watching her. And then Damayanti comes and she looks around. Now she has a good look, and to her horror of horrors, she sees 5 nalas.
Oh God.
Because this man has gone previous day and said she's going to choose nala. All the 4 gods have decided they will all look like nala. So they are all sitting in nala pose. They are all looking exactly like nala, 5 nalas. Now, what is the girl to do? Right? Poor thing. She's there. So she prays. She prays in a soft voice. To the Devas themselves, she prays, saying that I have, in accordance with the guidance of Rajahamsa, already set my heart on King Nala. And I have already accepted him as my husband in my heart. And may the power of this truth influence you, O gods, to guide me as to who the real Nala is. If my wedding to Nala has the blessings of the god, then please guide me. I pray to you to do so. Samchaiva rupam kurvantu lokapala maheshwara yataham anujaniyam punyashlokam naradhipam. So please tell me, point out to me how to choose punyashloka naradhipa, King Nala. She prays in a soft voice. They are moved by her sincerity, but they have their own interest also. Okay. And you see, for all this Sharda Devi is also next to her.
Yeah.
So she is also playing her part quietly. And she is the one who can make anything happen. My mind is under control. Whether it's Deva's mind or her mind or anybody's mind. It's the context. It's not explained how it happens, but it's the context we have to understand. In this context, she now lifted her eyes and she saw. She could find a difference between the 5 nalas. 4 of the nalas had absolutely no sweat, clean skin, no sweat.
Sweat. Perspiration.
And they were all watching her with unwinking eyes, no blinking, unwinking eyes, they were watching her. And their garland that they were wearing was garden fresh, just totally fresh. And their body was clean. There was not a particle of dust. Little bit also was not there in their body. And last but not least, their feet was not touching the ground. So she saw that. Then she looked at the 5th Nala. And also their body was not projecting a shadow. There was no shadow being projected. Then she saw the 5th Nala, proper shadow. And he was feeling so tension that his flower garland had already started fading in all that blood pressure and heat that he was generating. Started fading. And they were unwinking. He was going on blinking at her, trying to say something with his eyes. Blinking is going on at her. And God knows he is only a man, so he was not spotless. There are some dust particles here and there, as would be in any man. So all that were there. Maybe in the dress itself, they may have been there for all I know. That it was. And of course, last but not least, he was sweating like a pig. Okay, you can imagine. There was no AC, whatever that dose is. Now, so she had now her man in her side. So she knew in this 5 which it was, but she was not giving away. She knew in this 5 who it was. Har Namah Parvati Pataye. जानकीकान्तस्मरणं
जय जय राम रामा
गोपिका जीवनस्मरणं
गोविंद गोविंद
வெற்றிவேல் முருகனுக்கு
हरोहरा
ஸ்ரீ சத்குரு சுவாமினः
जय
ஸ்ரீ ஆஞ்சநேய சுவாமினः
जय